Do a quick video on the Ten Commandments. Something you may have not thought about is presuppositions. There's some knowledge, information you need to know before you can even understand the Ten Commandments. And you'll get what I'm saying here. So, the first commandment, no other gods before me. If the Ten Commandments was just laying on a stone somewhere or written somewhere without any context, how would you know what God, thou shalt have no other gods before me? What God is that? Who is it? You wouldn't know. So there's one with the first commandment. The second commandment is it's pretty descriptive. It's graven images that don't make, bow down, don't serve. So that one's self-explanatory. The third, don't take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Again, what is his name? What name? Is it the God? Like, you got to know the name of the God in order to not take it in vain. Like, you don't know. In fact, most people today don't know. Is it Jehovah? Is it Yahweh? Is it Elohim? What is the name? Is it, now it's New Testament Jesus, but back then, Jesus, the name didn't exist, so, it wasn't associated with God. So what was the name? What name were they talking about? Fourth commandment, Sabbath day, describes it as the seventh day, don't work. I mean, it's pretty self-descriptive. 5 is honoring your mother and father. What does it mean to honor your mother and father? You need to understand there's some background there that you need to understand before you can even keep that command. 6 is thou shalt not kill, but God commanded people to kill those who were trying to lead them away from the law, from serving him, killing other nations. So clearly it doesn't literally mean thou shalt not kill, because otherwise God couldn't have commanded them to do what they did. 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. You got to know what adultery is before you can not commit it. It's undefined. And and again, people might be saying, well, this is silly. Everybody knows what that is. That isn't. First off, that isn't true. Especially with adultery, because adultery in the law is defined is a man having sex with another man's wife. So if a man has sex with a single woman, that is not adultery by definition. You can claim it is, but the Old Testament law, that is not. So adultery is undefined. 8, that thou shalt not steal, assumes you know what stealing is. So when you ransack, when you go to war with a nation and you plunder them and you kill everybody and take their stuff, that's not stealing? Apparently not. So stealing's really undefined. It's thou shalt not bear false witness. It's not a simple act of lying to somebody. This is like in court testifying falsely against your neighbor. But again, you gotta have the background. And then coveting assumes you know what coveting is. And you might be saying, these are so common sense. In a legal document, there's got to be legal definitions. And when you have, the problem arises where you get a lot of lawyer action is when you have laws, statutes, judgments, code, those type of things, and they're poorly written, and then you get attorneys that'll argue over what something actually means. Same thing with contracts. You get a contract that's poorly written. Lawyers have a heyday with that. That's why contracts are getting a good one. They're long for a reason, because it defines everything. So, short video. It's under 5 minutes. Just something to think about.